Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's solve the problem merge sorted array. In previous day's challenge, we also solved the merge sorted list. So if you haven't solved that problem, also solve that problem as well. So giving two sorted integer arrays nums1 and nums2, merge nums2 into nums1 as one sorted array. The number of elements initialized in nums1 and nums2 are m and n respectively. You may assume that nums1 has enough space size that is equals to m plus n to hold additional elements from nums2. So this is the example 1. We have nums1 with 3 elements, m equal to 3. So 1, 2, 3, first 3 elements, rest 3 we don't have to care, all will be 0 actually. And nums2 has 3 elements, 2, 5, 6. So both of these are sorted and we have to merge nums2 into nums1. So how we will solve this problem? So let's understand this over here. So for merging this, what we will do? First of all, this nums1 is giving number of elements. So for finding the index, that will be at m minus 1. So this will be at m minus 1. Similarly for nums2, this last value, we will start creating this filling nums1. Like let's take another pointer which is the length minus 1 of our nums1, which is let's say k, and is at this. So at this place we will select the value either from this index like nums1 of m minus 1 or nums2 of n minus 1. So this is n minus 1 index. So whichever is greater, we will fill it here and then decrease that like k by 1 and also that index by 1. So we just compare. So if nums1, so first like case is nums1 of m, if nums1 of m is greater than nums2 of n, in that case we will put our nums1 at index k, the value is nums1 from the m, and we decrease m by 1. Also we will decrease k by 1. Similarly, if it is not satisfied, then else case we will fill the value nums2 n minus 1, and we will keep doing in this one pass until our n, this n is greater than or equals to 0. If our n is greater than or equals to 0, then we will keep, and also the m is greater than or equal to 0. If n and m is greater than or equal to 0, we will keep iterating using the while loop. Once there will be at any moment, if this guy is break first, then rest of the element of nums2 which will be at correct place. But if this guy is breaks first, like in this case it have no, in this case it not, but if we have array like let's say 3 and 4 and the nums2 is let's say 1 and 2, in that case what will happen, unless 2 extra element which will incorporate these 2 elements, in that case what happen, this 4 will go first here, then 3 will go here, and our m will be negative here. So this loop will be break. Then in second loop we also need to move all of the element. If our n is greater than or equal to 0, then we will keep moving the values from nums2 into this place. So this is very straightforward problem. Just pause the video and implement yourself. So for the implementation, let's quickly implement. This is basically a part of merge sort standard sorting algorithm as well. So first of all, we will take a k which is nums1 dot length minus 1, and also decrease m by 1 here, and n is also n1 because this given number of n. Now we will run while m is greater than or equal to 0 and n is greater than or equals to 0. If it is true, then in that case we will check if nums1 of m is greater than nums2 of n, then we will update our nums1 of k minus minus by the value nums1 of m minus minus. In else part, we just update this nums1 from the nums2 of n minus minus. Once is done, after that we will also run another while loop until our n is greater than or equal to 0, and then this only this condition we will add over here. So that's it. So we will keep trying it, and after that, as we don't have to return, automatically nums1 is returned. So let's try to compile this code and see if it is working. So as you can see, we are getting correct answer. Now we can submit this. So it's running, still on pending. I don't know why it is taking a bit time. So it got accepted. So what will be the time complexity of this solution? The time complexity of this solution is like m plus n, O of m plus n. So this is the one way. Like if you want to not use the k itself, then what we will do, we will remove the k, and also like this, that's fine. And here we just use this index, this is fine. Compare, instead of k we just use m plus n. So if you see here, let's understand. So this index m after decreasing 1 is 2, and n is after decreasing 1 is 2 as well, and this k initially should be 5. So m plus n minus 1 plus 1. So in that case we will keep plus 1 and update this over here as well. And similarly here also we will update this by same value. So every time we will keep this, and let's submit this. So it is got accepted too. Now if you are familiar with ternary operators and you like that using that as well, then we can reduce more, like remove if else itself and use this condition over here directly, and using the ternary operator, and we can also write this code everything if else if in a single line, and this is just like that's it. So we can also write this code like this. So let's submit this as well. So it is also got accepted. So this is okay. If you don't want to like play with like initially index, we can also use the directly m plus n, but here we have to change the condition bit, because if we are using m as it is, then we need to compare first m minus 1 with n minus 1 index, because the last value of our nums1 is at m minus 1 index and nums2 is at n minus 1 index. We will compare it, and then before assigning it we first decrease the index, so that we are getting the 1 minus p ahead, and here we need to change the condition. Instead of going equal to 0, we just check, run this until it is greater than 0, and now here this condition, because we are taking m plus 1 and n plus 1 plus 1, so we have to minus 1 instead of this. So that's it. So let's update this. So this is also another way of writing the code. Just remove this part here, and here also we need to first decrement the index value and then compile. So let's compile it this first before submitting, see if there any nothing. So it's working as well. We can submit this code as well. So it got accepted. So now if you are familiar, like if you like to write recursive codes, we can write the recursive code as well. So let's see the recursive code. I already written it here. So what we are doing, first we are checking if n, like index of nums2 is lesser than or equal to 0, then in that case we just return from here, because the nums2 is fully merged in nums1, which is what we need to do. Otherwise we will compare if, why we are doing m greater than 0, because we are doing this loop m minus 1. If m, we are comparing the value at nums1 at m minus 1, if it is greater than, which is same from our while loop, like iterative solution. In that case we are assigning this to value first decrement and then assign the value at the nums1 of index m minus 1, which is similarly. Otherwise we are assigning this, and then we are returning it over here. So if you write to love this here, you can just write a loop like if n is less than or equals to 0, in that case we just return it over here. Otherwise we first update this value at this place and then call our merge method by the values of nums1, m, nums2 and n. That's it. So this is the recursive solution. If you want to like, let's submit this, give a quick submit, and so there is some runtime error because of -1 index is out of bound for the length 1. So in that case, yeah, we missed the condition, because in while loop the while loop was taking care of that condition. So we need to put this condition first here, m should be greater than 0, then only compare nums1 of m minus 1. So let's submit again, and it is got accepted. Thus the time complexity of this solution is also O of n, as we are O of m plus n, and space complexity this solution will take, if you consider the recursion call stack, then it is some complexity like O of m plus n. If you don't consider, then it is O of 1. So if you like this solution, and hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.